Hey guys, it's your boy DD758 Sakafet. What's up, everyone? Thank you for subscribing and thank you for keep leaving a comment and thank you for anything you've done. But today it's just like we're just talking about 90 Day Fiance. It's just a quick recap. It's not anything much. Like everyone, well, almost everyone basically got married, but we got to start off with Natalie and Mike. Natalie and Mike. It got to the point where Natalie and Mike, that whole situation went down where she left. She went to the hotel, and then she and the neighbor was trying to get the room Mike set up for them, but which made no sense to me because why would you try and get your room that and then he's not present to show his ID and show what really he needs, the information he need for to get the hotel room. So that was a bit sketchy. Then they went back to the house. Basically, when they got back to the house, it was the normal. The cameras went off, and then they went into the next day. But at this point, I don't know. Natalie seems a little sketchy, really sketchy to me because at the same time she acts like she really wants that green card. That's just my opinion. Like she could probably get married at Popeyes and she wouldn't care. But all that crying and stuff, like it's a little sketchy. Like with all that crying, like I know she's acting. I really do not know if she's for real. But Mike also as well have a little bit of blame because I remember when I watched 90 Day Baseball, Mike my whole house. He photoshopped the house, he photoshopped the backyard. So he was just basically lying to her about the house. And she said when she got to the house, it was a lot smaller than she expected. So Mike, like he's just been doing stuff that seems a little sketchy as well. The two of them just sketchy, but I think she's playing him because well, the rumor is they got married and the rumor is they got a divorce. So it's obvious that somebody is playing somebody there. And I think Natalie was the beneficiary from that marriage. Like she started her channel, her channel is a little sketchy as well. Every time I have a look at her channel, it's a little scary to me. I don't know. I wouldn't take those cooking lessons, but hey, that's just me. So it got to the point where they call a sorry immigration lawyer to find out what procedures they can take so that she can probably get married and what steps she can take for to get married. But at the same time, like I said, it's a little too late, and the US don't play with the laws. They really do not play. Like when you see it's time for you to go, it's time for you to go, unless you get an extension. Because I know a little bit about it. Unless you don't get an extension and you overstay, that means you're illegal. So I guess maybe that's why they were pressured to get married, and then they actually got married. Then we have Jovi and Yara. Jovi. I saw 90 Day Bears all as well. I saw a clip of Jovi taking a lie detector test, and they asked Jovi about the strippers. And guess what? He said he never slept with a stripper. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. And they asked him, have you had sex with multiple women? He said no. The lie detector also determined that was a lie. So it seems that wild night Jovi had, it must have been a really wild night he had before he actually came back home and then they went to Vegas to get married. But then Jovi is not ready to get married. Let's just put it out there. He's not ready to get married. He's still a little kid, in my opinion. He still wants to enjoy life, party, and the works. But Jovi, when he did that 90 Day Base, all the lie detector test and all that information he gave out, now I see why Yara left him because he was just doing a little too much. But it got to the point where they got to Vegas. She and him, they're trying to get married. The ring, come on, Jovi. For me, if you spend money on a ring, I mean, the ring all the time is not always the thing. I mean, but if you spend money on a ring for a woman, that means you really want to get married. In my opinion, you really want to be with her because of the amount of money you spend on that ring. It says a lot. But then it didn't happen, so he didn't spend much money on the ring. So then it is what it is. Then we have Tariq and Hazel. They got married. According to Tariq, as married mama. When Tariq said that, that made my night when he said that as married mama. So he finally got married. They did the normal, they jumped the broom. But one thing I can say about Filipino women, because I've also been to the Philippines before and I've experienced the culture. Filipino women, in my opinion, they are good women. So I think he got a good one. But the only problem with that relationship is when she had the bachelorette party, and then they ask her about the bachelorette party. She's like, yeah, she like it when the stripper made it clap. made it clap. She was so, like she seems so intrigued by other women. So that's why I think maybe that marriage might not work, because it's clear that she's more interested in a woman, not a man. And thank God Tariq didn't wear that blue suit he wore at the airport, because he looked better in that white suit he got married in. But basically, they got married. It was really beautiful. I mean, she looked beautiful. He looked handsome. It was really nice. Then we have Brandon and Julia. Brandon and Julia. I like Julia so much. Like, Julia is so feisty. Like, she'll be like, Brandon, no, Brandon, hold flowers, no, Brandon, Brandon this, Brandon that. But she's really feisty, and what she wants, she asks for it. So right now, the parents help push to get them married, to help get them married, and then they go to the point, they go to the church. Well, the papa was there. It was just a nice episode. It wasn't too much to talk about, basically, for me, but it was a really nice episode that certain couples got married and the cheese stand alone, like I said. We had Ziad and Rebecca. Well, she finally got past Ramadan, and then she finally got to the point where they had their wedding, they got married. I think Ziad is a good guy. I think they will last, but I just a little sketchy about Rebecca and her family. I think maybe they might. I think in the future they might cause a few problems for Ziad and Rebecca. But let's just not keep it going on for too long, because that episode wasn't much of something too much. But it wasn't a bad episode, because I'm happy for the couples that got married. And next episode we'll see Yara and Jovi hopefully tie the knot. And basically, that's what it was about, basically. But I got with me Kia, and I got my boy Zin. What's up, guys?
Hello.
What do you think about that episode, Zin? How was it for you?
To be quite honest, it was boring. It really was. Like, I watched 90 Days for the drama, not for people getting married. I want to see Natalie deported. I want to see Ziad in a wood chopper. I want to see something exciting.
I, I agree with you, Zin. You always keep it real. But Zin, I wanted to ask you a little bit about Ramadan. Like, can you explain to us a little bit about Ramadan? Because he was explaining to her that he couldn't have got married because of Ramadan. So can you just break down what really Ramadan is for
So
us?
I try to make sense out of it because it's really fishy how he did it. If you remember, Muhammad and Daniel, they got married in Ramadan, and he found no issue with the. I'll explain the concept of Ramadan. So it's a whole month, can be between 28 days to 30 days, and you fast from the sunset to the sunrise, or the sunrise to the sunset. And fasting means you don't eat, you don't drink, no sexual activity. Even the temptation can be a little iffy. So you could see why he doesn't want to live with her, because he was afraid of falling for the temptation.
Yeah.
Daniel and Muhammad, he had no issue spending Ramadan with her because he wasn't really tempted to Daniel.
But is it okay? Let's say they break Ramadan. Is it like, do you look at as maybe say they look down on you as a, like, you breaking your culture, or you breaking your religious beliefs? Like,
For me, it was just about him being recorded. He could have easily done that with her if it wasn't recorded, but now being recorded and his family is gonna see it after the season, maybe he thought that we really do need to get married. It's an image thing. For me, at least, from my perspective, it was more about the image than actual Ramadan.
okay. Kia, what do you think about Ziad and Rebecca?
I was thinking the same thing, because when Rebecca said, all of a sudden now you're holy, like, now you care so much about your religion. So, like, he's been sleeping with her since she went over to his country. So it was just like confusing as to why now. Like, now you want to be an upstanding person and say I follow my religion. So it was a little confusing for why he switched up real quick.
Yeah, but I find she's an actor in a sense, because she was like, oh, we're not going to get married during Ramadan, and she's like, you have to find somewhere to stay, and all of a sudden, like, boom, she's like, okay, well, she gave in, and then they got married.
But she don't
I think yeah,
Wow.
but like Zin said, it's for most likely it's because of the camera. That's why they just got married, because he don't want to show that he's breaking his religion, because of Zin gave that other example of those two other couples. So It's true you kind of rush into marriage, but to me, at the same time, it makes no sense that you may have the guy come all the way to America. He got the visa, the K1 visa. You all have 90 days, and then just get married. That's how I see it. You all just get married because it makes no sense that you want to prolong it. What do you want to
I
prolong
just
it for?
I just add, it was so confusing because when we saw them getting married, they got married the American way, not really the Muslim way, you could say. So even then, it didn't make sense because they should do it the Muslim way for it to be considered a real Islamic marriage, for their Ramadan to be valid together. So that whole situation did not really make any sense.
Zain, look, somebody said, "Whoa, it's Zain in a bodysuit." Say, what's going on, Zain?
Britney, there is no Britney.
All right, guys. So,
There was something up with him because it's like why was he rushing all of a sudden? Because when you plan a trip, I know when I plan a trip, I like consider days and what's going on. You know, am I going to be able to wear a swimsuit? You know, I'm not going to get into details. Some things you plan ahead. So when he was coming over to America to be with Rebecca, why this conversation didn't come up? Like, hey, yeah, by the way, during this 90
exactly.
days, it's Ramadan. I'm like, when Ramadan just pop up randomly throughout the year? Like, that's how he made it. Like, he didn't know it was Ramadan. Like,
It kind of does, It really
does?
kind of does. Because it's not always, for example, like April. It can be April and it keeps like moving. So we forget about it, forget until, oh shit, it's around. I'm sorry. Oh, it's around. And
Yeah, I still have know it's gonna be close to that period. So again, I'm not trying to give y'all TMI. There's certain things is getting close to that time. So when you go on vacation, like, okay, let me consider this. So I'm thinking he still could have knew, like, within his 90-day period, it's cutting kind of close, something. And then he could hear, like, yeah, by the way, let's rush this. I gotta get married. I think he just.
But you know what it is? He has a sister that's very opinionated. So it could be that his sister, and he listens to her. If you watch the seasons, he really does listen to his sister. So maybe it's the sister who told him, hey, that's not really something you could do. So get married before Ramadan. And maybe it's the family pressure too, just like Yazan, except we didn't see that part.
Yeah, well,
it's a little weird because I'm like, y'all, they don't have discussions. And I'm like, if she's been married like 18 times, girl, you should have it down packed by now. I'm not saying 18 times, she's been married a whole lot of times.
Kia said she been married 18 times. Come on, Kia.
She did. She said she was married how many times?
I think not three. We have four, right? 4 times, right?
Oh, 4. You have the blueprint, honey.
You think she like horses, so she got the blueprint. She ain't got the blueprint. She like the smell of horses.
But she married a Moroccan. She should know about the concept of Ramadan to begin with. It shouldn't be so foreign to her. And there is a picture of her with the little hijab on and everything. So it's either the sister who manipulated the situation or the producers, one of the two.
Well, then it looks like you'll be a 90-day fiance soon. Read the comments.
Yeah, thank you.
So we're going to be seeing your 90-day fiance, husband. And just don't get.
Oh, no. Not 90 days, at least. The problem with 90 days and why I would never go on it, everything, my entire life history would become public.
Yeah. That's
I can't be on 90 days.
At this point, she don't have nothing to lose. She already lost her money with the last person. So go ahead and get married. Like I said, this is what you do. Use a habitual. You just get married. So forget what your kids saying. If you want to go and get married, girl, you old enough. Do what you want to do.
All right, but thank you so much for breaking down Ramadan to us. What do you guys think about Natalie and Mike? That situation. Natalie, I don't know. Natalie looks like an actor. Maybe I might be harsh on her, but Natalie seems. You see all that crying. I can't take on all that crying. Like she seems like
I think she got mental issues because she be breaking down for real. She one of the people who you'd be scared to go to sleep. I don't even know how he go to sleep with her because she'd be like watching you guys like. Natalie was scared, like for real. Like she like, you don't want to do that. She just He better watch out.
I did not like Natalie the whole season, but the last couple of episodes, I really started feeling bad for her, just a little bit, because he kept dangling that hope in front of her until the very last day, which is
Yeah. You see that I have a little experience with that, in a sense that you see when she got mad and she got angry and she started crying. I've been in a similar situation like that, and when I tell you, that can break you down. Like your hopes are so high that you're going to get married, and then last minute the person get cold feet, or they like, oh well, I can't do this anymore.
What?
But I
happy. It's
say
when
again.
people were surprised. They were never. When do y'all? Okay, let's be honest. Do y'all even remember them ever being happy? Those people act like they hate each other.
They act like a cat and a dog. Like they don't mesh.
Even when he be eating the meat, she get mad when he eat meat. Then he'll do something like to irritate her that he knows. So it's just like, I don't even remember. I can't recall. Help me out if y'all remember them ever like acting like they really like each other. When he was nice to her, that's because he wanted to have sex. Remember that day he was all like, "Oh, dance with me." That's because they was about to have them relations. But other than that, do they really be genuinely smiling? Like,
The only time, Kia, the only time I saw the two of them cordial and like they were happy was when they were sitting outside, and like she saw it was about to get close to that date, and she tongued him down. Like she started kissing him and tonguing him down. I was like, well, yeah, she won that ring. So that's, to me, that's the only time I really see them. She don't get his jokes. She had him to kick out Uncle Bo. Like, like she used, she don't even know what's bleach.
I lost when she kicked the uncle. That's when I lost all respect for Natalie, if I'm being honest. And then there was one scene at the restaurant when she asked him, "Are you out of the house?" And he said yes, and she said, "Oh, thank God, thank God." And then she realized what she said, and she said, "I don't mean it like that," and stuff like. She's really not so decent.
Yeah, I get it. And I think she was fake too. And she was like, "Uncle Bo, I like your style." Girl, stop just be quiet. You put that man out and didn't care if he was homeless. But let's go back to last week. It was funny. The poor neighbor. Why was the neighbor that was hilarious. They put the neighbor in the middle, and the poor neighbor, she was just driving the car.
Yeah, she was just sitting and she was like she looked like she was so confused, like she didn't know what to do. And then he have her driving Natalie around, going to the hotel back and forth. That was really messed up. Like,
and then, it was emotional. So the lady just was driving, and she was just like spazzing out.
Did you really believe that he would make the fish deaf with the firecrackers? When she said that it makes it kills the fish, I think that's what she said. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that scene? Do you believe her? Do you think she was just crazy? I googled it. I found nothing about blinding fish with firecrackers. She's nuts.
Yeah, I don't know. But then when they called the lawyer, and because the rumor is they got married and they got a divorce already, so I think she just did that to most and she's been married twice before. I think she's been married twice before. So she now basically, I guess she probably just wanted to just get famous from coming on that show. I believe that's what I think, because like I said, now she started a channel. Instagram is popping. Zain, I don't know if maybe Zain, I like your videos because your channel, you're always cooking. Maybe you need to get some tips from Natalie.
I've seen her cooking videos. There is a YouTube channel with a cooking YouTube channel. It's like a rabbit hole with a woman that's. Anyway, Natalie's cooking channel, that should not be on YouTube. It should be on another website with a different ending, because she's almost drunk in all of her cooking videos. I watched 2 of them. I lost. This section of my brain is gone. I can't feel it. I lost my brain cells.
I find the cooking videos are a little sexual. Like the way she does stuff, I was like, that no, Natalie, like.
Yeah, I just think like somebody in the comments said she just want a green card, because they do not like each other. They just do not like each other. And they just occasionally have sex because they don't have nobody else to have sex with. It's COVID. But he should have really sent her home. I don't even know why she even came here, because this part.
But Kia, with all that crying and stuff, I guess he probably like it got to a point where he felt sorry for, I guess. But those two people, like, regardless, I think from the
Listen,
starting of that season, we all knew they wouldn't work out.
if you come to my house and the first thing you say is, "Oh, this is not what I expected. It's really cold in here. Like this is basically the dump." I'm gonna send you back. Like, well, you know what? Get your room tonight and get you a flight. Because why would I want you in my house? She came in the door saying she didn't like it there. Like, oh my gosh, this is the country. This is terrible. This is horrible.
No, but Kia, let me tell you what happened because I saw what happened. Mike he went on, or I think he photoshopped the house. Like he photoshopped the outside of the house, the inside of the house. So he tricked her. So she thought when she was coming to America, she would have come to a big farm, a luxurious, lavish house. But then that's what he did. But what I'm saying is, for me, they always video call. So the two of them always video call. So you mean to tell me what you saw in the pictures he's sending and what you see in the background is you're not seeing the difference? So that's why I say there's a little bit of blame towards him because he tricked her about his house and the farm.
But I'm not even mad. Like all these women on 90 Days, they use excessive filters to change how they look. So he just used filters on the house instead of on his face.
Yeah. He used filters on the house and the outside of the house. So she was, because I saw it on 90 Day Best when I was like, whoa, I was like, that's what he did. And then she was like, when she came, like they asked her, what did you think about the house? She was like, I was so disappointed. House not look like what I see on pictures. I see.
Wow.
Like,
Okay,
oh,
so
shit.
that's what you would like to me. So now I'm gonna give her the benefit because I was just like, why she coming to man's house? Like, because I'm gonna send you away. Anybody, friend or whoever, you come to my house and be like, oh.
Yeah, he tricked her. Like, and then plus he had Uncle Bo. Like he never showed her Uncle Bo that much, but she and Uncle Bo actually became friends. Like from what I've seen, they became friends. And then when she was leaving, she was like, Uncle Bo is like, well, we can keep in touch. She was like, no, keep in touch, no, keep in touch. I was like, oh shit. But it is what it is. The two of them, like we knew and everybody knew, they wouldn't last. Let's go to Hazel and Tariq now. You think that marriage will last?
Do you
No.
remember? Go on.
No.
Go ahead.
Now you're gonna have 3 people. So even though they think it's all fun, but she already jealous. So like, okay, go back to the previous season. She said, "Oh, he's so cute in his suit," but she wasn't impressed when he came over when he went over to her country. So she was like not liking him until he started, giving her money. Because remember he said, "Oh, I can't leave her over there in this bad situation." Because when she was like crying, "Oh, when he leave, I'm not gonna have anywhere to stay." Where were you at before he got there? So I think she realized that he was like financially okay, and then financially okay might make people look a little bit more attractive, might like him a little more. And Hazel, I think she good what she do. She seems like she's sweet, but she has a manipulative side too. So she knows how to control you. See when she got married, she said, "I'm the boss."
Well, yeah, she said, "I'm the boss." I saw that.
Boss up.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's gonna work because I think somebody gonna get jealous, and that's in any case. Whenever you have too many people involved, somebody gonna.
But you saw at the bachelorette party, like she looked like she was like she saw like you see eye candy, like when a child sees some candy and she was like, ooh, like she got hot inside seeing the stripper make that clap and she was like, ooh, booty.
She was like that, the right color, the right thing.
Yeah, like it honestly she looked like if she could have just eat up like a snack, she would have just eat up like a snack. I was like, damn boy. And I have never seen her look at Tariq like that. Never.
That's what I'm saying. I think Tariq grew on her.
And when he first landed in the Philippines, she put a pillow between them. If you remember, she didn't put a pillow between her and the dancer. She was like, "Yep, I'm gonna eat that." She put a plate.
But
I'll eat it.
Zin, imagine when I saw the stripper, I want to take some dollars and I was just throw it on my floor like this because that stripper was just dropping it like it's hot. I was like, yeah, but we know like she and I don't. I just think that's a marriage of convenience. That's what I think. It's just because of the convenience. The two of them just want to just have the cake and eat it too. That's how
So
I see.
what else was confusing for me? Okay, you're getting married. Why do you call your parents and tell them you're bisexual if you're not married a person that's the other woman? Your parents really, I'm sure, don't care. You're getting married. So I think that she made an issue out of nothing. Like, oh, I hope they'll come to my wedding now that they found out I'm
No,
bisexual. Whatever you and your husband do behind closed doors, that's your business. So I don't think that that was an issue that she needed to even bring up to her parents about what her
no,
and
but let me tell you, Akia, like I've been to the Philippines already, and I can tell you it's a very Christian country. That's something they're really strict on, like same-sex marriage, they don't support it. So it would have to get to a point where she have to tell them. Like regardless or not, she would have to tell them because they would not accept what she's doing, like her behavior and stuff like that. But then I just felt like
but Didi,
she shouldn't have done it on national television. That's
I disagree.
my family, Christian all day long, they will check you straight with, like Jesus in the room with you. All I'm saying is with her, Tariq already said it's not gonna be an open relationship because he got a daughter. So it's not like the girl gonna be sitting over there on the couch with them. This is something that they're gonna, well, in Tariq's mind, he's like, she can only come in when the daughter is, away with the mother or something like that. So this just play for him. So again, that's why I don't see why it was an issue unless you plan on marrying Tariq and going off with the girl.
exactly.
Other
Yeah.
than that, I can't see
Now
why
you
it was an
now
issue.
you
Yeah, that makes sense because some pages better left unturned, and that's one of them. And it's the same with Rebecca Ziad in the first season. She told him that she slept with a woman before, which is absolutely unnecessary. Why would you even disclose that information? But it's
Exactly.
yeah.
it's the show factor. They need to have things to say and secrets and drama.
Yeah, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, well, phew. But I like when Tariq said, "I's married, mama." Each other.
Oh, do you remember when his sister said alpha males like Tariq? What did you think of that statement of Tariq's sister?
I'm
I
sorry.
think
What?
Hazel is the alpha male of the relationship, not Tariq.
That I don't know, something wrong with that statement.
A lot is wrong with that statement.
Yeah, for a guy, something is wrong with that statement because I don't know what they want to be doing in the bedroom. That's a little crazy. That's
Hmm.
a little crazy. Hey, what's up? How you doing,
Hey,
Lisa?
Dee.
Hey, what's up? How you doing? What do you
Um,
think about what do you think about Tariq and Hazel?
I honestly thought out of all the ceremonies, theirs was the most sincere.
Yeah. Mm.
Because, like I was saying on Gio's show last night, he doesn't seem like the type that gets very emotional very easily. So for him to break down and cry and be emotional, vulnerable like that was nice to see.
Hmm.
As far as her trying to have a girlfriend, I don't see that working out. But
Well, like she
we
said,
saw
she's
how
the
it went
boss.
with Minty, and that was pretty bad. Like, I don't
Well,
know.
it will work out because, like I said, the two of them just trying to have the cake and eat it too. So I think it will work out because it's just a marriage of convenience, the two of them. But did you let's talk about Julia and Brandon. Julia and Brandon. I love that scene in the bathtub. He got some moves. Brandon got some moves where he he had the candles lit around the bathtub, the
Oh
toilet
yeah,
in the
that was
bathtub.
nice.
Yeah, that was
That was
nice. That was
nice.
nice.
You can't fault a guy for doing that.
Yeah, that bring back some memories.
Right?
Yeah, that brings back some memories. I was like, all right, he got some moves, but I like Julia
Right.
because Julia is feisty. The thing I like about Julia the most is she'll tell you what's on her mind. She don't sugarcoat it to him. Like she always lets him know, Brandon, no, Brandon, this. I say like, that
Right.
that so. But Kia, did you see the scene in the bathtub? Did you see that scene?
Actually, I didn't because I was with Zen.
You should have. It was a good scene. It was a good scene. Like he was that the day before, like she was cutting up some flowers, and then it got to the point where she was a little agitated. So then the following day, he told her he have a surprise for her. He off the lights, and then when he off the lights, he put it back on, and like he sure he got the tub, he got some candles lit around it, and then he got the bubble bath going on, and told them got into the tub. But I have a feeling the parents were probably somewhere peeping and watching to see what's going on because we know those two parents, those two parents freaky. I tell you, those parents, either they must have had a camera in that room or they must have been peeping through the curtain or something like,
No, the grandpa
Yeah.
with the goggles.
They probably have like motion censored cameras like all over the house, like
Yeah,
just
it's like-
turn on automatically, like if there's any movement.
yeah, thank you, Spike Out, for the super chat. Yeah, that was just a little crazy. Like, but for me, in that house, a lot of things go on in that house we probably don't even want to know about. I think a lot of things go on in that house we don't want to know about.
No, Didi, I think they calmed down. So notice that later on in the episode that they was calling Julia one of the kids. So I think that they just didn't know what to expect. And then when they threatened to move out, I think the mother just had a wake up call. Was like, okay, I'm doing too much, and I think she kind of like relaxed at that point because she was really like the one that was like, okay, I want to give you some type of wedding, so you can have something until we had a big day. So I think they was a little creepy at first, but I think they finally realized they're gonna be together.
What? No, Kian, nah.
I agree. I think they were testing her. It's almost like a test, the roughest test you could have. And then when they it felt like it a little bit like, well, let us test you, because they were skeptical of her being from where's she from again?
Ukraine, I think she's
I
from
think Russian.
Russia,
Yes.
one of the. Nah, well, shit. I think they're still a little creepy to me. I don't know. They're just too creepy. I don't know.
I think they have a shot and he'll man up and get them a place of their own off the farm.
Yeah. Eventually, they need to do that. They need to do
I
that.
don't think they'll get off the farm.
Yeah.
Escape the freaks on the farm.
That is like
Run for it.
So they can't leave the farm. So they basically trying to make the farm, pleasing to them, or make everything good. So,
as someone who's never been to America, so this is out of pure ignorance. Every movie I watch, nothing good happens to young people in farms. Nothing ever good happens to young people in farms. Just leave.
They're crazy.
Nothing good happens at farms other than you get food from them.
Zed got a point.
Well, she's a city girl, so it's like she like, just because I'm from Russia, you can't bring me from Russia to the farm.
Yeah, that's true. But that grandfather looks creepy too. I don't know, because when they were speaking to him, his eyes was open. He was like, "Yeah, well, he finally got married." I was like, "What's wrong with his eyes?" Like, like I don't know, something just creepy about the grandfather as well. But I guess that's just how the family is. Yeah, that's just how the family is. The grandfather must be like the eye candy scene. But then, now let's talk about Yara and Jovi. Isn't Jovi getting the message when he was at the table? She kept on saying Gucci bag, Gucci bag, Gucci bag. I said, yo, Jovi not getting the idea. Is he not getting it that Yara seems to want somebody, but not Jovi. Definitely not Jovi. And he needs to grow up because he acts like a kid.
Honestly, when I first started watching them, I thought that Yara would be the issue. But then it went 180 degrees. Jovi is the issue. He's the one who's immature. He's the one who needs to put his life together. And it shows how really appearances can be deceiving, because I really thought that Yara would be the shallow one, but he is the shallowest one between the two of them.
But let's see. I'm going to tell you what Jovi's problem is. Jovi was the kid at school that nobody paid attention to. He got a little job and got some money. And when he realized you could pay for some attention, he just went overboard, and he just appreciate that Yara wants to be with him and chill out. Stop trying to prove your insecurity, or nobody really wants to talk to you. Them strippers only want to be with you because you have money. So whatever you do out on the boat, and however much money he makes, he must make enough to keep the lifestyle going. So you need to sit down, because at the end of the day, the woman ain't gonna be there for him. So I think Yara really does like him.
You think so?
I think she does. She wouldn't have got pregnant with him that quick, even if it was for the money. She was about to get pregnant, and she be like.
Yeah, I disagree here. I disagree. Yara don't like Joe. Yeah,
No.
She must be like his ways. Maybe not even his ways. I know.
That's why I think she like him. If I don't like you and it was just for whatever reason, I don't care. I want you to stay at the strip club. When you don't like somebody, I don't care. Just give me the money or do whatever. But I wouldn't want you to be coming home. So when she be like, well, Jovi, why you didn't come back? I understand she may be bored, but she could chat her friends. There's too much technology. If I don't like you, I wouldn't be pressing you about coming be chilling with me.
Yeah, I think Yara likes him, and she also likes the lifestyle that she has, Gucci bags and iPhones or whatever. And I think she hit that point in life where she also wanted a family, and now she's in a cross path where I want a family, but I also want the Gucci bag. And Jovi kind of met both until he didn't.
Yeah, well,
I think Yara likes him for now until she finds out that he slept with a stripper.
Yeah, I agree with you, Lisa, for sure.
I think she's gonna murder him.
Yeah.
90 Day Fiancé next season is gonna turn into the first 48.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing Jovi in the first 48.
Where's Jovi? They don't know. Nobody knows. Yeah, we know what happened. Yara done hit up Julia and fed him to the hogs on the farm.
No, look, the thing with Jovi is Jovi have one good friend. That's the one that married, and one bad friend. That's the one that influenced him to do all that crazy stuff. So I think he needs to look at his friend that's married and look at his lifestyle. That's what Jovi needs to do, and look at his parents' lifestyle, because he has so many examples. He has so many examples around him, but yet still he's going with that friend that paid for him to go upstairs with the stripper and have to be drinking and all that. But anyway, that's up to them. That's about it for that.
But again, at the same time, that's where being a grown man kicks in too, and you have to have your own mind and think for yourself. And exactly. I mean, you're not in high school. Peer pressure shouldn't even be a thing anymore.
Yeah. You could tell when a guy didn't get any play in high school, and then, like you said, when they get the nerd, when he get a couple of dollars and he signed a couple, corporate America, and he gets some stuff going for himself. Then he's like cashing girls out, and then nobody paid attention to in high school. That's Jovi. He got a little, something going on, and now he's able to play, and he don't know how to control or pull back.
Yeah, he's like.
And I'm not gonna lie, that's something that made me mad is when they showed him having a fit over buying her the ring she wanted. But it's okay for him to go and make it rain at the strip club and do what he wants to do at the strip club with however many strippers he can afford.
Play money. He was like,
like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. That kind of irked me. I was like, really? You're gonna go spend all that money at the strip club and she's wanting this ring and you won't get it for her?
But Zin, let me ask Zin a question. As a man, Zin, would you have gone upstairs?
No, I had to think about it. But listen, here, I described Jovi. Imagine yourself at 15 and then $5 million on top of it. You would make the dumbest decision there is. And if I was 15 with $5 million in the bank, I would go upstairs, because you're deluded. Your whole brain is deluded.
I wouldn't go upstairs.
The problem is that you shouldn't bring people over to your country, regardless if it's America or wherever you're at. If you're Russia, you shouldn't bring someone to your country and make them feel that uncomfortable, or just play with them, because they could have stayed where they're at. They've made sacrifices, regardless of what I think he just should be more considerate.
yeah, yeah. In fact, all of them should be considered because they having the women to come over here or and not that situation with Natalie and Mike. This is the same thing. Like he had to come over. He knew they were having problems. Why have her come to America? He knew that. It don't make no sense. You have to come to America and you know you don't want to get married or you have been seen you don't want to be married. It's not like that's not the first time they have that done. So I
And
don't
he
know.
want to sleep with prostitutes. So, the friend said he was sleeping with prostitutes. Or like,
Yeah, but like I saw 90 days base all when they asked Jovi, they gave Jovi a lie detector test. And they asked him, have you ever stepped with a stripper? He said no. And the lie detector said, Daddy told me that was a lie. Yeah, they said Jovi. They said
Shocker.
Jovi. Yeah, they said Jovi. Have you ever had sex with more than one woman at the same time? He said no. They said the lady detector told him that was a lie as well. I was like, oh, don't worry,
now that you
Jovi in
said
the
that,
street.
Didi, that's nasty. Do you remember when he came home from the strip club and he got in the bed with her with his just dirty self?
Yeah,
You
Mm-mm.
stripper dance on
Jovi,
your lap.
Kia, Lisa, and Zin, Jovi for the streets. I'm telling you,
Jovi for the streets.
We'd be
Jovi
on the
for
streets, your ass wouldn't be between the sheets after being with a stripper. I'm here to tell you.
How dare you?
Nasty self.
Jovi for
Ew.
them streets, boy. Jovi not husband material. Jovi for them streets. The kind of stuff Jovi be doing. Oh, that shit was funny. Then they asked him, did he ever go to Jamaica as a stripper? He said yes. And then he told the truth. I was like, man, Jovi, you leave America, go all to Jamaica as a stripper. What's wrong with Jovi? Yeah, that
Like
man,
everything they ask you, that's the one that you're going to be truthful
Yeah.
about.
yeah, that's the only one you already told the truth on is when they asked him about leaving the country as a stripper. So when he went to Jamaica as a stripper, what do you think happened? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. It's the same thing you went and do upstairs in that room when they paid for that dance for him.
And I'm
He
just
got
saying,
more than a
he's
dance.
nasty. He came home. There's no water and soap at the strip club. So where did you wash up at? And you came home and just jumped in the bed with your pants and clothes.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Yeah. But
At
anyway,
least,
guys,
like,
that's about
get the
it.
funk off of you.
Yeah, Jovi ain't care about that. You think Jovi care about that? All Jovi care about is strippers, drinking, and going back to work offshore, and that's it.
And Linda
And
Ford, yeah, me and Linda Ford would knock him out.
There ain't no lie here.
You got that right, kid.
You come out and glitter all on you like what?
Zin, I hope you're writing down. I hope you're writing down those notes, Zin.
I'm learning a lot.
All right,
I'm taking notes.
my Moroccan brother. All right, guys, thank you for popping in. It was just a little recap we were doing, but Lisa, any shout outs, any last words, any last thoughts?
I mean, I have my YouTube channel I'm trying to get up and running. It's Lisa LESA space bunch BUNCH, and it's just me singing, and y'all get on there and check it out and give me your likes, your loves, your hates, whatever. I'll take it all.
What's the name of it, Lisa?
Lisa Bunch, just my name.
Okay, all right. I will subscribe to your
I
channel.
don't know, like, for some reason, I'm Bunch when I'm in live chats, and then when I get on here, I'm Scott, so I don't know, but I'm two different people, apparently.
I'll make sure I subscribe to it, okay?
And when am I going to get to wear the red dress I just bought for you, Dee? You said you want me to come down and visit last week, remember? You played the fifth, I want to know.
Lisa, we're gonna discuss that when we get on Perry show.
All right, I'll be sure to bring it up tomorrow night.
But I'm happy about the red dress. Lisa got me like Jovi. She
now you just gotta let me know when to book my flight, and I'll come down.
Thank you, Lisa, for your last words. Let's go.
Yeah,
make sure
I had a great time. Thanks for having me on, Dee. Love you.
No problem. Love you too, Lisa. Zin, shout out your channel. We know well.
I shout out the people who watch the live stream and watching this video. Subscribe to my boy Didi on here. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, everything. Show some love. If you made it this far, just hit that subscribe button, man. What are you doing?
But then thank you for coming on.
We'll make it rain on them if they subscribe, right? Like Jovi.
Look, we go to everybody.
$30, y'all.
Thank you for coming on, Zin. I really appreciate that, bro.
Hey, anytime, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Kia. Shout out your channel, your book. You know, Kia Simone, Women of Power. Let's go.
Yes, on YouTube, I'm Kia Simone. On Instagram, I'm author Kia Simone. And make sure you guys get my book. My book is From Pain to Love by Kia Simone. You can get my book on Amazon and Barnes and Noble.
Nice.
All right, well, guys, thank you for coming. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment. And thank you so much. Don't forget to check out any of my new subscribers. Go check out Zane's channel and Kia's channel. Well, Lisa have a channel in the works, but just go check out his channel, subscribe to him, leave a comment, support my boy. And 1, 2, 3, guys, we out of here. We're gonna say bye. 1, 2, 3, bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.